guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Berna and today I'm going to be talking about the new Elvis movie that has Austin Butler, Tom Hanks, they're the main cast. So if you haven't seen the movie, probably watch it first and then come back. I'm going to be talking about a couple of things in the movie, so let's get started. I almost forgot to mention as well that this time that I upload this video, that it's up, it will be my 10 years on YouTube. Can you believe it? 10 years already. I've literally grown on this YouTube channel. I know like the last couple of years, even pre-COVID, I was very like on and off with my posting, but I like it. Even like at times when I don't feel like it, like I'll post a couple of months here and there, but I still think about it. I'm still thinking about what I can post, what I can do. It's just everything's full-time now, so time management is key for me now. But yeah, I was looking back on my channel and I was like, I really miss it, you know, making videos constantly and everything, and I am passionate about a lot of things lately. And yeah, I can't believe it, 10 years. I mean, I don't know, maybe this year might be my final year for YouTube. I always said that I'd give it 10 years and, you know, see how it goes, and it's already been 10 years. So I started this channel in 2012 purely for the sake of fashion and film and cosplays and, you know, all that kind of stuff, and I thought I'd just be open-minded, see where it takes me, try different directions. There were highs and many lows and everything in between, but yeah, it's weird seeing yourself grow. Yeah, so we'll see what happens, but happy 10 years on YouTube. That's crazy. Yeah, thanks for staying. For those who have been there since day one, I thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. And for those who've joined me along the way, or just even watched popular videos, or just wanted advice or tips and stuff, thank you so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so let's, I guess, start talking through the whole thing. What I noticed at the beginning of the movie is very like musical, like I definitely thought it was going to be heading towards more musical kind of style, but then halfway through the movie I noticed then that it was more dialogue, more biography, less singing and stuff, which was okay. I didn't mind the singing and everything. It was definitely very electric. That's the key word. It was very, very electric, full of energy and full of life. You can feel it in the style of the movie. Yeah, the style of the movie, like my favorite parts were the black and white scenes. I don't know who the editor was, I didn't check, but I loved the editor of the movie. I love you, you did an amazing job. It was phenomenal. The editing was just amazing. So my background, I don't know that much about Elvis, honestly. My introduction was Lilo and Stitch. The first song I think from there was Burning Love. If you know, you know. And then in the 2000s there was another movie and it had another Elvis remix in it, and it was this song. Less conversation, a little more action, please. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction in me. And then sometimes I'd see like snippets of Elvis movies on TV, and that was the only kind of knowledge that I have of Elvis, pretty much. What else? Yeah, this is my background. I went in there kind of open-minded. I didn't know much about him. I wasn't looking forward to be completely educated, but maybe like semi-educated. I really love that they showed the source of Elvis's style, like his music style, his clothing, his whole image. I see how he was influenced by it, but also did kind of take the music at the same time. So I'm a bit of a middle ground with that. Overall, towards the end, I did really feel like he was a bit of a he was like Rapunzel. He was like locked in his little tower in Vegas and he couldn't really leave, and I swear I felt so bad for him because he just wanted to have a better life and someone took advantage of it. And I didn't like how it was in the Colonel's perspective because he was trying to justify his actions. And honestly, he was the bad guy, but then I feel like Elvis just didn't voice himself enough, like stand up for himself. And then because he was sick, he felt probably bad. And then he also bought into the temptation that Colonel was giving him. Austin Butler did an amazing job as Elvis. He literally embodied the character really well. I was a bit skeptical about it as well, but you lose focus. You're like, hang on, that's definitely Elvis. He's got the mannerisms down, behavior, everything. It was amazing. I love the casting of everyone. I'm not quite sure, honestly, about Priscilla. I mean, she wasn't bad or anything. She was pretty good, but in comparison to like Austin Butler's Elvis, it was very... she was missing a bit of extra. Like, I feel like she was embodying the character and mannerisms of Priscilla, but she still did an okay job. In terms of the storyline, if you know Baz Luhrmann, he always has that like iconic transition, right, where it's like something's close up and it goes through and it shifts to a different scene. I didn't see much of that this time in this movie. He did a lot of it in Moulin Rouge, in Romeo and Juliet, even in Great Gatsby. I haven't seen Australia yet, but I didn't see that much of it in Elvis, which was a bit shocking. Yeah, I wish we could see more of that. That's like his signature thing, you know, that's a Baz Luhrmann movie, but the flamboyancy and the character and everything else is still there. So that was the only thing that I kind of missed in terms of like movie technique. Overall, I really enjoyed it. It was definitely worth it. So good. And the soundtrack, amazing. The soundtrack is amazing. So good. Yeah, overall it was pretty good. But there we said that he died of a heart attack. I mean, technically he did, but I thought they would show more stuff with Elvis and Anne Margaret. They didn't touch that on at all. I was a bit like, okay, damn it. But yeah, when you look at like everything, they really, like, Colonel really took advantage of Elvis really badly and used him as like a tool, and all he wanted to do was just sing, you know, and get a better life for himself. And yeah, he took advantage of it, so it made me feel kind of sad. And a lot of the stuff made sense, like how they'll do the Christmas special, but then it changed to him with the giant Elvis in the background. Like, I didn't know that. Like, that made sense. He was very, he started to get control of, like, have control over Elvis and his time and his career, and then Elvis could sort of see that, and it's like, and then we told him like not to dance. Oh my god, the thing about the suit, I didn't know that either. That was really interesting. Yeah, I'm probably gonna look for that clip because I haven't seen it either. So yeah, a lot of stuff that I'm gonna probably check out after. But I love the style of the whole movie, like every aspect of it, the color, the costumes, the flow, the music. I'm definitely gonna watch it again, probably like 2-3 times. Such a good movie. If you like vintage stuff, like, I'm not a huge fan of Elvis, but I love that era, 60s and 70s and 50s. I like that time, so it's like, if you like that era for historical reasons, I think, or fashion wise, I think you'll really enjoy it. I also love jazz and blues and stuff, so it's like right up my alley. And I'm just glad that they gave credit where credit was due. So hopefully those musicians get their own movies sometime, you know, at some point, because there's so many singers and actors and everybody who at that time, and they were huge influences for other artists, but they didn't get popular or they were taken advantage of. And yeah, I really hope that they get the chance to have their own biofilm as big as Elvis, you know, especially if you love vintage stuff. and like old stuff. You know, there's plenty of like artists out there who have really sad stories and really good ones too. So yeah, overall I give it 10 out of 10. I'd watch it again. I'm probably gonna go binge the soundtrack now. Thanks so much for watching this movie review. I hope you liked it. Let me know down below what your thoughts are on the new Elvis movie, if you liked it, if you opinions about it, style, everything, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.